Greetings, theists and non-theists. I am the TheAtheistPaladin. This is going to be my final reply to Christopher L. Sorry to leave you hanging for a few days, but I had school and stuff. But I really enjoyed the conversation that we had, and I like the respectful dialogue that we had. But I do not think it continued beyond this point because of the differences in the way we approach this subject. I look at it and I'm trying to come to the conclusion that God is good. And so I'm trying to eliminate these what I appear to be inconsistencies. And while you, however, are coming with the presupposition that God is good, you presuppose before this argument even begins that God is good, and you're just really trying to convince me of that as well, and it's not really going to work. You say things like, I don't really see the bigger picture, or we don't know God's greater plan and all of that, but that really doesn't really do anything for me at all. I can look at, the apologists all day concerning this issue, and they probably have the same problem as you, in that you don't really come to the conclusion. You say just, God is good, and therefore anything He does is therefore objectively good, even though that we do not see it as true. And that is something that is never going to fly with me. I want to come to that conclusion, but I can't come to it the same way you do, which is pretty much really faith. It's already going to take faith to even believe that there is a God, but why do I have to add faith upon faith upon faith on every single little subject about it? I mean, let's just, clear this up and say, God is good, and because of X, Y, and Z. Fine, I understand the fact that you believe that God is smarter than us, and sometimes smart people, make things seem like counterintuitive, such as Einstein's theory of relativity. At first you go like, you don't really understand it, but once it's explained and demonstrated, you go, wow, that's ingenious. But when I look at the same things about God, I'm not saying, wow, that's ingenious. I'm like, wow, that's stupid. I could have done better. And so I really don't believe that God is smarter or anything like that. Because, for one, the ends don't justify the means. And therefore, the only thing that you got to say that you're moral is your actions. So therefore, if I can't go out, committing genocide and slavery and rape and all these other things, then the God who's supposedly good and the author of goodness can't do these things either. But that's exactly what we see in the Bible. He's justifying such things, and that's simply not a God I can worship. So that's my last little 2 cents. Feel free to strike up a conversation again if you ever feel to, if you're on a different subject. But I've said all I need to say. You have said all you need to say, and that pretty much lays it to rest. So remember, people, rationality is the path to righteousness.